Imagine a quiet college hallway filled with laughter, but behind that laughter hides cruelty. A bully corners a young woman, mocking her clothes, her silence, and shoving her into a wall. Students watch, but no one dares to help. Then, out of nowhere, a strong hand grips the bully's wrist. A man, wearing nothing but simple jeans and a plain shirt, steps in with calm authority. He isn't a student, he's a single dad, a former soldier just picking up his daughter from class. What he doesn't know: the girl he just protected is the daughter of one of the most powerful CEOs in the country. Stay with me until the end, because what happens next will leave you speechless. James Miller was no ordinary man. A decorated soldier who had served in dangerous missions overseas, he had returned home a widower, raising his teenage daughter Emily on his own. Life was tough. He worked 2 jobs to pay for her schooling, often going without so she could have the future his late wife had dreamed of. But James never complained. Discipline, resilience, and honor had been carved into his soul through years of military service. One afternoon, James arrived early at the college to surprise his daughter after class. As he walked across the courtyard, he heard shouting. His instincts sharpened. Around the corner, he saw a scene that stirred memories of battle, not bullets this time, but cruelty. A tall, arrogant bully named Ryan had cornered a young woman near the lockers. She wore a simple outfit, not flashy like most wealthy students, and her quiet nature made her an easy target. "What's the matter, princess?" Ryan sneered, slamming his hand against the wall beside her. "Too good to talk to people like us?" The girl, Sophia, didn't answer. She kept her head down, her heart racing. What Ryan and the others didn't know was that Sophia was the daughter of Alexander Hayes, the CEO of one of the largest corporations in the country. She hid her identity because she wanted to be treated like a normal student. But the bullies only saw her silence as weakness. Ryan shoved her hard. The crowd of students laughed nervously but did nothing. That was when James stepped in. His voice was calm but firm. "That's enough." Ryan turned, scoffing at the older man. "Who are you, old man? Stay out of it." But James didn't flinch. His eyes, sharp and commanding, froze Ryan where he stood. "You want to fight? Pick on someone your own size. Better yet, pick on me." The hallway fell silent. Ryan, embarrassed, tried to swing, but James easily blocked his fist, twisting his wrist until the bully dropped to his knees. With controlled precision, nothing flashy, James showed him what real strength looked like. "Strength isn't about hurting others," he said, letting go. "It's about protecting those who can't fight back." The students gasped. Sophia looked up, her eyes meeting James's. For the first time in weeks, she felt safe. James didn't know who Sophia really was. To him, she was just another student who deserved to be protected. But for Sophia, the moment was life-changing. She had seen plenty of people respect her for her father's money, but no one had ever defended her simply because it was the right thing to do. The next day, Ryan and his gang tried to stir trouble again, but this time the students pushed back. Word of the mystery soldier dad had spread across campus. The bullies had lost their power, and Sophia, she began walking with her head higher, inspired by James's courage. But the story didn't end there. Later that week, James was called into the college office. He worried it was trouble. Maybe he had crossed a line by confronting Ryan. To his surprise, Sophia was there with her father, the CEO himself. Alexander Hayes was a towering man, accustomed to commanding boardrooms and nations of employees. But as he shook James's hand, his voice softened. "My daughter told me what you did," Alexander said. "You didn't just protect her. You reminded this entire college what true strength looks like. I owe you more than words." James shook his head. "Sir, I didn't do it for thanks. I did it because no one should be left to fight alone." Sophia smiled, tears in her eyes. "That's why it mattered," she whispered. The CEO, moved by James's humility, offered to fund Emily's entire education. "A man who serves others deserves to be honored," he said. For James, who had carried the weight of the world alone, it felt like a burden finally lifted. And for Sophia, who had hidden behind her silence, it was the moment she realized that strength is not in titles or wealth, but in the courage to stand up for what's right. Final message: this story teaches us a powerful truth: heroes don't always wear uniforms, medals, or carry titles. Sometimes, a true hero is a single dad doing his best, a soldier who never stops protecting, a man who sees injustice and refuses to stay silent. And sometimes, the quietest girl in the room carries the greatest story of all.